Okay, hello everybody. We are back. Just out salting. It's been a while. I'll fill you all in. A lot has transpired. Pretty windy out here. Over the past few months, I think it's been at least 2.5 months since we were on live. Want to say fill you in on today's storm. It's just a little line of snow. It was raining and now it's switching over to snow and the temperature's dropping, so everything has the potential to get icy. So we are out salting. There we go. I am in a different truck. This is a new truck for me. It's a gas truck, 2006. So, still an old truck, but the diesel truck I still have, but it went down. So that's why we weren't on live for so long, because obviously we've had snowstorms here. But the whole camera setup, laptop and everything was in the diesel truck. And that diesel truck was at the mechanic shop for a good month or two. There was an electrical issue with the harness, and basically there was like a short, and it just shorted out a bunch of electrical stuff. It burned the harness. The harness was fried. So they had to go through each part individually. They had to, put a new harness and replace all the parts that electronically got surged. So it was a nightmare. So when I got the diesel back, I promptly took out the laptop and camera setup, and now it's in the new truck. The diesel truck, I'm done with it. I currently have it just because it's the current backup right now, because the black original plow truck is in the shop, and as soon as there's just a couple things they have to do with that, and as soon as that's finished, then the diesel truck will be up for sale. I just can't afford to keep it as part of the business anymore because everything costs more with it, and I've had to put so much money in it that I'm done. But it's got a lot of new stuff. It's basically been all rebuilt, so somebody might get a good deal, But it would be a fun truck if I wasn't in the plow business and it was just like a daily driver. It's really fast. It's a lot of fun, but for a plow business, or for any business, I just don't think it's smart investment. And at the time I had to do what I had to do. I got a deal on it, but I'll check the comments and everything when I'm on the next job. I don't want to be reading comments while I'm driving because it's dangerous, and I got nobody else with me to read them. So, but I appreciate you tuning in, and if we get more snowstorms, there's a chance of some plowings. Then obviously we'll do the whole. Matt will be with me. He's not with me today because why have me with plowing? And I forgot I was supposed to bring Andre with me. I'm going to try and train Andre on the salting. And, he might be working anyway. It's at the end of the month. I might be going out of town. And, got accounts to service, So he will be the salt guy if that happens. But we'll make the rounds today, get them lots all safe, and nice to check in, keep you guys updated on what's going on. The next job is right up here. I'll salter and then look at the comments. But I'm happy to be working, so. Gotta get these truck bays. I love driving in reverse. It's the funnest. Salter's working good today. It's been about 15-20 days since I was last out. Sometimes after the equipment sits, you go to use it like the salter and oh, what's going on? It's locked up or something because of the salt. I had a full hopper, so I didn't have to go get salt today, so that was nice. But sometimes after it sits in the hopper, it kind of compresses down and, you know. But we'll see. So far, it's working good. Let's go, let's go. Okay. Do my paperwork. Let's check our, hopefully our stream's going good. Alright. Patriot from Warsaw, good to see you again. Another snowy day. Andre Logan's on. I was just talking about you. And then there's a comment on the beard. Yes, I decided to grow the beard. Actually, my wife decided I'm growing a beard, so I don't care either way, but she likes it, so here it is. Alright, let's see here. Let me just do my, what are we at? What date is today? March 5th. Oh, I got a notification that Snowman is live. Well, at least notifications are working. 3/5/25. We're talking about 3. Okay. And then I did to Crystal Lake. 3/5. We're doing and that is time is it? It was probably okay. Let's see, do I want Huntley or McHenry? Guess I'll do McHenry. Wrap up with Huntley. beautiful. I love it when it's snowing out. And it's actually the Chicago weather. They were talking about, just some flurries, but up here we're in the Northwest. We're a little bit colder than by the lake, and it's starting to like collect on the grass and everything. And actually, let me see. I think I got a radar shot I can show this laptop. Let's see. Where is the radar? There you go. I'll show you the Chicagoland area, where the yellow there, where it says Crystal Lake. Up there in McHenry County. So it's just about out of here, but the temperature is dropping, and that'll lead to some slick conditions. So the new truck is a gas truck. It's not a crew cab, as you can see. There's a window there, but it is a utility truck, so it has the utility box on back, the toolboxes, which is something I actually, when I got the original plow truck, hold on, my throat's getting dry. I'm in Orlick, I talk too much, I gotta. So, the original black truck, the gasser, I looked into when I first got it, putting a toolbox bed on it, taking off the factory bed. But I didn't want to pay the prices. Those boxes, especially like a new box, is like $5,000 and up, depending on all the bells and whistles that it has on it. So I didn't want to do that because I didn't have the money for it. I thought, maybe I'll do it down the road. And then 15 years of that truck, it never happened. So the diesel truck went down, and it was down for about a week. And then it was a week that it didn't snow. So then all of a sudden I saw a snowstorm coming in, and the black truck was down and the diesel truck, so both plow trucks were down. And I'm just like, man, I gotta do something, I don't know what to do. So I started looking on the internet, Facebook Marketplace, and I had been watching this one actually for a while, because I'm always looking at trucks, So I had seen that this truck was on there for a couple months. They would pull it down and repost it, but it was always there, I want for the business eventually to have, you need two trucks. So I wanted my backup truck actually to be one that had the toolbox on it, so I can use it in my other business, with the general contracting. So I'm always looking, and the black truck is beyond its life expectancy. So this is the last year for it. I know I got to get rid of it at the end of the season. It's all rusted and just not good for plowing anymore. Good farm truck maybe. So I'm looking, and then I see this one on there, and it's down in New Lenox, which is probably 2 hours from here, I think, south. So kind of south of Chicago, and I'm north of Chicago. So I got my mechanic to come with me, and Andre came with me, so we had plenty of people if I was going to buy it, and we drove down there, and I bought it. So I got a pretty good deal on it. It was $4,500, and it's still running, and it's already paid for itself. I've already done a couple storms with it, but I just didn't have the. You guys weren't along for the ride because I didn't have the setup in there, but. So that's the situation with that. I'm liking it so far. I'm glad to be back to the gas. This is the 5.4 V8 engine, which is the same engine that I have in the black truck. You know, that plowed for me for 15 years. So it's a little bit upgraded. It looks a little different under the hood. They did some upgrades, but I think this truck was a fleet truck, so I was hoping because of that it was well maintained. There are some guys that really hate this engine, this gas engine, but as long as you change the oil regularly and maintain everything, it'll run forever. I'm at 280,000 miles on the black truck, and this one is at 187,000. So I figure this truck's got 100 more thousand miles in it at least, but the body's not too bad. There's a little bit of rust, but what do you expect for a almost 20-year-old truck? But it gets the job done, and that's really all I care about. And the nice thing about this truck, which it wasn't advertised as, is that this truck already had the Boss plow mount and the Salter wiring, plow and salt wiring and mount already on it. And they didn't advertise that in the listing, but I saw it. They had a bunch of pictures, and I saw a salt controller was under the dash, and I'm like, okay. And then, you know, the pictures of the front showed the Boss plow mount. You know, I could see that it was on there. So to me, I needed a truck that was all set up and ready to go, because I had a snowstorm coming in, and I couldn't buy just any truck, because then, you know, you have to order the mount and harness, and then have them installed, or if I'm going to install them, you know, it's just, so there's that time period. This, I bought the truck and was using it the next day, you know, because it had everything all in it. So, that was really nice, and that was another deciding factor where this truck had like all my everything I needed. It was there, so it was a no-brainer to me. And like I said, it's already made. The diesel truck will never make back the money that I spent on it, but this truck has already made it back. So. But if anyone wants to buy a diesel truck, it's for sale. About another month I'll be ready to, well, I hope sooner than that actually. Should call my mechanic today, find out the status. There's a bunch of stuff with the black truck, but one of the main things is there's a bad ground somewhere, so the windows don't roll down, and I think also like you know, it's been so long since I've driven it that I can't remember, but it's an electrical issue, and I can't use that truck until that gets fixed. Oh, and it needs new door latches, like the doors, when you close them, they don't latch, both doors, because, you know, I've had that happen with, or I've seen that happen to the older Fords. I guess my black one, that was the first one that it happened to. But. So, yeah. the updates. When I get to the next job, if there's any more comments, I'll look at them. We're up in McHenry now. I'll show you the road conditions. Still snowing. Let's see. Yeah, that's in the best spot. Oh, thanks for all the likes, guys. Appreciate it. It's a slow go. It's that time of day. The rush hour traffic. Let's see. Nick. Oh, Nick the Orlick. Well, at least I know which one. Justin. It's raining down in Kentucky. There you go. I don't know if you just tuned in late or if I'm looking at the comments late, but I think I just explained the truck. Definitely not the storm of the century, but we'll make a little money on it, so that's good. Oh, the whole family's on today. 9009 Sons. Get the family chat going, you know, every time. Alright. Next one is right around the corner here. And the lot's usually full, so it's always challenging to... Let's see. And this one goes right out to 120, so major roadage there. But we do like the salting, it's easy money. These lots are looking bad. There we got it. Do our paperwork. This one, what time do we got? 3. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3:05. 3 Okay. I'm gonna head to Huntley now. Yeah, so Nick, I don't know if your comment about the truck was before I explained it, but I'll explain it again if you just came. Oh, okay. So you just came now. Oh, Nick the Quick, not Nick the Orlick. Okay. I'm going blind, guys. Once I hit 40, that's another reason why I don't read the comments during. I can barely see. I wonder if there's a way. Let's see, can I make this bigger? I'll have to figure that out. Nick the Quick, okay. It looked like Nick the Orlick. So. Q and O when you're half blind. Well, I can't see close up. I can't see for reading. But, so Nick, basically I'll shorten it down. Actually, I'm not going to go this way. I'm going to go the other way. Because when I go that way, the signal drops. So we will go 31 instead of. See what we do all for the live stream. So the diesel truck broke down for the last time, and so I'm going to be selling it now. And I got this truck as a replacement for now. This will eventually be the number 2 truck. It's a non-crew cab toolbox truck. And it's a gasser. Ford. It's an 06 F350 with the utility toolbox on back. It's not a crew cab. For my for the number 1 truck, I want a crew cab. So, but we'll see when that happens. It might be a while, but the diesel truck will be gone shortly. So, but as far as the eyesight goes, I can read street signs from a half a mile away. But yeah, reading up close isn't happening. Every year it gets worse. I have reading glasses, but I'm not going to wear those when I'm driving because I can see fine to drive. Well, welcome back, Nick. It's been a while. I think our last broadcast was over, might have been 3 months ago, 2.5 months. Whenever the diesel went down, that's when and I finally got everything hooked up in this truck. It took some time, you know, when you're busy working, plowing. I don't have time to hook up the cameras and laptop in the new truck, so we're leaving McHenry now. We are heading to Huntley, Illinois. For those of you out-of-staters. Looks like we'll get done pretty quick here, so that's good. Come on, choose a lane. Yes.
Yeah, your friend Nick is asking you if he said, nice, you better off sale the truck. If you don't mind asking, did it have electrical issues?
Yeah. Okay. See, this is a great way to do it, right? You read the comments.
He wants to know if you have electrical issues. If you had electrical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, great! Now everyone can hear me.
Yeah, you're on live, so I mean, you're on speakerphone. I'm driving, so I think legally it has to be. Remember, hands-free Illinois law.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye. Yeah. So Nick, when I'm as far as the comments go, I'm trying not to read them while I'm driving. But good system there. My mom calls, and so yeah, there was electrical issues with the diesel. The wiring harness had a short. I'm not sure what created, but basically there was a catastrophic electrical failure with the wiring harness where it burnt the wires, and in turn shorted out a bunch of stuff with the fuel system. So, like, we could start the truck and it would run on ether or, starting fluid, but then, it would die. So the fuel injection control module got shorted out, and then there's several electronic components that fire the fuel system in that, and all of them were shorted out. And the harness, they had to I think they replaced most of the wires in the harness. It was kind of a big nightmare, but got it done. It's back. It's actually running great. It's I love to drive it. It's a fun truck to drive, but I just can't afford to keep it anymore. I've lost too much on it, so not a good business truck, but a really fun truck to drive. It's very fast, and it even sounds good. In fact, I never knew what that meant. My friend Tori years ago told me, yeah, the Ford 6-liter is the best sounding diesel out there. And once I got it, and you hear the truck, and then you hear other diesels, you're like, yeah, it does sound pretty good. I never knew what he meant until I owned one, and I was like, okay. I mean, he's like a diesel nut, so like, you can play him a sound clip of an engine, a diesel engine, and he can tell you which diesel engine it is, just from hearing the sound. So I guess they all have a little different sound, which I realized once I got a diesel, then I started paying attention to them, and I can definitely spot a 6.0 sound, if a truck's driving by. I know if it's a 6.0. I don't know all the other engines and what they are, but I can tell you if it is or isn't. But yeah, I'm glad to be back in a gas truck. And at least if it breaks down, I can afford to fix it. We got to mix the shot up every now and then to keep it fresh. Still snowing. snowing here. It's definitely a lighter snow now. Not as heavy. Not as heavy. Widening this road, making it 4 lanes. Got all the tearing out all the trees both sides. Look at this. It's looking like winter. And it's like the heavy wet snow, so it's collecting on the trees. Which I always like. I'm not done with winter yet. I know a lot of other people might be, but it hasn't even been that snowy of winter. And, you know, we could still have a potential another month of snow, and sometimes it's been, past few years, it's been snowing into April, but we'll see. Typically here in our area, February is the snowiest month, which I guess so far this year has proven to be true. February was pretty good. A lot of they were small storms, you know, and seems like the weather around here is changing where we're getting, like, I feel like how they get in Colorado where it snows but then it melts off real quick. Like, you don't have the snow lingering a long time. We get a snowfall, and then in a few days it warms up to 50 degrees and it's gone. So it's like the weather's definitely changing. And yet Justin in Kentucky's getting snow a lot of times too now, so go figure. In fact, there was times down in Kentucky where they were getting snow down there, but we didn't get any snow up here. If that makes any sense. midday, or actually no, it's not midday, it's rush hour traffic now. Always slows everything down. So the drive to Huntley will probably be longer than it usually is. But it's okay. It's worth it. Yeah, it does sound like Kentucky weather, I guess. I was thinking Colorado, but yeah. Apparently that happens in Kentucky too. And they also get tornadoes in Kentucky. I wonder what Matt's doing right now. Yeah, so the new truck, it's okay. It's not a long-term solution. It's just a backup. It doesn't have all the modern conveniences. Like you can see, it's got the bench seat, which isn't the most comfortable seat. You know, the captain's chairs or whatever in the other two trucks. Those are very nice and comfortable, adjustable. This one leans me back awkwardly, and you know, it's not as good. But sometimes you just go with, you know, what you gotta do what you gotta do. It doesn't, it's a convenience. It still makes money. The truck makes money. So, and then this truck also, which I did right away on it, it did not have heated mirrors. It just had very basic, like it was a municipal truck. So like a township buys it, you know. And a lot of times the municipal trucks, they don't have all the bells and whistles, you know. Definitely no heated seats or anything like that. But it didn't have heated mirrors. It just had the just basic, cheap. They were kind of small too, so it was really hard to see. I plowed one storm with them. Good job. I plowed one storm with those mirrors, and they were just filling up with snow. And then, like, Matt was out, you know, shoveling, and I couldn't see where he was because they were so small. So I actually have, this is a 2006, and I found out that from 2001, I think, all the way up to like 2019, it's the same bolt pattern for the mirrors. So I have 2018, the year of 2018 mirrors on here on a 2006, and they're awesome. They're huge and they're heated, and I wasn't sure if this truck, because it didn't have heated mirrors on the outside, I wasn't sure if it had the wiring for it. But when I opened up the side panel of the door, I thought there was a plug in there. So I plugged the plug into the new mirrors. It fit, and the new mirrors are heated, and they got the side marker lights and everything. So everything worked. So apparently, you know, that's an add-on option when you're buying a truck, which I guess municipalities must not pay for all the upgrades, but Ford still puts that wiring harness in. So, and the only other thing with the truck is it doesn't have the key fob. What is this person doing? Oh man, people do not know how to drive in this. So, and with the key fob, I could put an aftermarket one in here, but I have key fobs and I tried programming it, and apparently there's another like computer thing that's not in here, so it's not as easy as just buying key fobs and programming them. There's a module, like a security module, that this truck doesn't have. So, not that y'all wanted to know that, but you know. Oh, wait, we're at a light. I can check the comments. How come I don't storm chase anymore? First of all, I was never a storm chaser. I'm a storm spotter, and I'm still certified for it. It's called time. Don't always have the time, and we haven't had many like big storms anyway. It was pretty. You know how we don't have snowstorms anymore? We don't seem to have a lot of thunderstorms either in the summer. Nothing to the severe level. Oh, this. I'm gonna pass this person if I get a chance to. Oh, it's really windy out here. We ever got. So the best comment I ever got from our stream was from Vivian Peterson, a regular watcher actually. She said, watching your YouTube live stream is like watching paint dry. So apparently salting and plowing is not that interesting. And I was like, it's not about the work, it's about the people. Obviously, when there's more Orliks in the truck, too, it's more interesting. In that moment, since I wasn't saying anything, her words came to my mind. like this, but since it's been so long, I figured we'd go on, test the equipment out. Because actually I had not tested everything. I put it all in. In fact, I finished this morning putting the last camera in, and so this was my chance to test everything. And it even made me wash the windshield, because I put the dash cam on and realized it just still doesn't look great, maybe, but I realized how dirty the windshield was. Alright, that guy's gone. Yeah, he's rough. He's turning. So yeah, the municipal plows made their rounds, and usually if the city plows are out, that's when I'm out. Everyone's got a surplus of salt they need to use up, so. Alright, we made it to Route 47, heading south. Forecast, I also saw another potentially decent snowstorm about 10 days out. So it is supposed to get warm next week, early in the week, but I think by the weekend next weekend, there's going to be more chances for snow here in northern Illinois. So we'll see. We'll see if those pan out, but one nice thing when somebody's with me is that I can have them read the comments. So, but when you're commenting now, you just have to wait until I get to the next job, or sometimes at a traffic light I'll try and read them. A lot more expensive down here. I got it for $2.89 earlier today. It's at $3.24 down here. In Crystal Lake, I got it for $2.89. That's like a significant amount. There we go. This is our last one. Cars here, you never know where they're gonna stash cars. Just gotta put a little extra in the handicap space. Requested that. Oh. Well, at least she had a smile on her face. She laughed. Alright, mark it down. Man, it's warm in here. Huntley 3/5/25. Let's say 430. Okay. Nick's guessing about the miles on the work truck. Yeah, Nick, it's got a 5.4 V8 and it has 187,000 miles. But I'm not worried about that because it was a fleet truck. So I think it was well maintained. And like my black truck, the 5.4, I'm at 280,000 on that. But I'm really good about the oil changes and maintenance. So I'm going to keep doing that on this. And I think I can get another 100,000 out of it or whatever. But, when they have a fleet truck, usually the oil changes are done regularly. Because the biggest thing with this 5.4 engine is if you don't change the oil regularly, you have problems. And I don't buy cheap oil, and I put in a really good oil filter. So hopefully, that's done me good on the other truck. So hopefully that happens on this one. But I may eventually replace this too, because I really would like a toolbox truck with either extended cab or crew cab, and just to have a little space for more storage, because I don't like not having that. But all right, well, 4:30 and I'm already finished, so that's good. I guess I'll have to make dinner tonight. I won't have an excuse, but that's okay. We're doing Italian sausage, meatballs, and spaghetti with my homemade spaghetti sauce. So it's a good one. I don't mind making that. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. There's not much else here to see, and I think I've covered everything. If you missed something, go back and rewatch the stream from the beginning, because I do an in-depth explanation of everything that's happened in the past month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever it is since we were last on. But thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button before you leave. And then obviously if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to us. I'll catch you all later.